Oh, parables, how I don't like to preach on them. Two men are at the temple, a Pharisee and a tax collector, and it sounds like the beginning of a really bad joke. So, I would like us all to be on the same page of definitions. Pharisee. Jesus talks a lot, or is written to have interacted a lot, with the Pharisee. The term Pharisee describes the people or believers of the Jewish social movement that emphasized the importance of obedience to the law of Moses. Moses, the Old Testament. Their daily goal was to live in accordance with Torah law, Torah tradition, and ritual. Very detailed traditions and rituals, I might add, all in an effort to maintain their relationship with God, to encounter God's holiness in all aspects of daily life, from personal cleanliness to days of fasting, to how to wash their dishes, ritual and tradition. Alas, historically, Christians have misused the word Pharisee as synonymous with hypocrite. And this misuse of the definition has given some the perceived permission to persecute Jews with anti-Semitism. Tax collector. You think the 21st century taxation system is wonky? Try the Roman Empire taxation system of first century Galilee. I'll let you look that one up later if you're interested. But a tax collector is always viewed as a shady mobster type, not the favorite neighbor you're going to invite over for Sunday brunch. But I just don't see this parable as a simplistic view of one versus the other, such as, I pray more than he or she, so I am better. Those who have fancy titles with a job, and those who have a job with no social prestige, one is not better than the other. I have, you don't. I pray the right way, you don't. My God can beat up your God any day, I win. For decades and decades and too many more decades, priests, as I am one, had a social prestige afforded by society not offered to many others. We were considered educated, holy, and righteous. Definitely one to follow tradition and ritual. And yes, I most likely would be in the category to invite over for Sunday brunch. So, doggone it, right out of the blocks. Someone might assume I'm better than someone else because of my piety and my title. And that's just baloney. Because whether Pharisee or priest or tax collector or nurse or garbage collector or finance analyst or gravedigger or web designer, we all have a history. We all have experiences where we know we should have or could have done it differently. I love it when people accidentally swear when they're around me. And they say, oh, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have sworn in front of you because you're a priest. Really? Me? Ask anyone in the AV studio or on staff or probably on Altar Guild. I have a swear jar that is in a previous life was an industrial-sized pickle jar, and it is almost always full. So what I'm saying is we are all sinners, which means none of us are better than someone else because of our culture, our income, who we live with, how we live with, how we love and who we love, how we identify as a child of God, how much money or time we give to others, what our zip code is or isn't. It also means that if we believe in life everlasting or the theory of thermodynamics, or both as an answer to all things mysterious, we're still all the same. God, the Father of Jesus, loves everyone and everything equally. Jesus spent his entire life teaching this. God, the higher power that offers us courage and serenity, loves us wherever our journey has taken us, down easy paths, down difficult paths. Because just like Jesus, he walked many, many different paths in his life. We have all walked different paths in our life. God the Creator, whether a she or a he or a non-binary noun, verb, or adjective, God the Creator is hope. A humble hope. And with hope, there is mercy. Mercy on me, this poor sinner. Because just like everyone else hearing my words, we are sinners. We're human. The parable is not a story of I am better than you because. It is a story about humble remorse versus arrogance and self-importance. It is a story about a tax collector turning a corner and believing. God, be merciful to me, a sinner, pleads the tax collector. So the learning piece for all of us with this parable just might be, how shall each and every one of us humble ourselves and believe?